stuff that affect the game?
A little bit. I would say it just feel like having it super fast more than anything. Yeah, just looking back last year, getting drafted and everything, it's pretty cool to just see where we're at. But I feel like everything's happening pretty fast. So less sitting back and reminiscing, more just getting excited for what's to come.
How critical were these last 2 days off just to kind of reload your body? How are you feeling physically after an 82-game season?
I feel great. I feel a lot better than I would have thought. You know, if you would have told me I would play 80 out of 82 and been in the playoffs, I probably think I would be feeling a lot worse. But I feel pretty good. So.
How do you feel to be practicing still right now?
It feels good. It feels natural. Like I told a couple people, last year, once the season got over and you're watching the playoffs from home, just being in the NBA and experiencing that, it didn't feel right. So I'm glad that we in postseason.
You guys have played Cleveland 4 times. You've seen them on film with a full cast as well. What challenges do they present? What are your takeaways from what you've seen from them so far?
They got pretty good personnel for both ends of the floor. They got good guards who can create, score, shoot, and defensively they got wings, they got bigs, who can switch and use their length to affect you. So we're just gonna have to be smart with how we attack, and on defense we're gonna have to be locked in on some of their best players and box out as well. They're good rebounders.
Are you eager to experience that first crown top of the road playoff game? Have you experienced that time?
I definitely am. I'm sure it'll be similar to a big college game or something like that. We've been in some fun games this year, but I think the playoffs will be another level.
You mentioned those big games that you played in recently. Everybody kind of when asking the playoff feel of those games. What do you talk about as maybe the biggest takeaways from those that you can implement as you actually play in the playoffs?
I would just say don't change much up. Keep doing what we've been doing. The crowd and all that is going to play a part, I'm sure, but at the end of the day, that's just noise. So if we're locked in and we're playing, how we know we can, we should be fine.
Coach kind of talked about you guys kind of need to worry about just kind of doing what you do and don't overthink things. What's been the message like in practice and kind of early prep now that the playoffs are on the horizon and kind of getting into this thing?
Yeah, just like you just said, not overthinking, just being super focused as a group, super locked in on the game plan, what we're trying to do to gain the advantage. But at the same time, just continue what we've been doing all year, which is sticking together, giving 100% on the court, and just pouring into each other.
I know we're not at Saturday yet. Does it feel different? Does it feel different? Does this week feel a little bit different yet? Or is it just like not going to hit everyone until you get to Cleveland on Friday or Saturday?
Yeah, I don't think it feels very different. Just with us playing them as many times as we played them. I think we played them twice in the preseason, 4 times in the regular season. So we know them very well. They know us very well. So it does feel kind of regular, just prepping for them. But obviously the environment, the atmosphere, the lights and everything will be a little different. But I'm just looking forward to getting out there and competing again.
Paolo, the last few road games in the regular season didn't go, your way. What do you guys need to do differently? Like, can you pinpoint anything where you can say, okay, this was an issue and we can address that and correct it as you go to Cleveland for the first time?
I would say probably starting off better, getting off to better starts would be the main focus heading into the, game 1 and 2 on the road. Just, not falling into a hole early. Trying to, start the game off well, and then, after the first quarter, we'll be fine.
When defenses want to force you left, how do you either combat or get back to the side you want to be on?
To force me left?
Yeah.
That's my offhand, so I'm sure some defenses try to do that just to mess you up a little bit, but I'm comfortable going both ways. Obviously I probably get to my right more often just because I'm good at it, but if the team wants to completely send me left, then I'm sure there'll be ways I'll take advantage. I'm just not like I'm uncomfortable going left. I'll sure find a way to figure it out.
Paolo, last year you were saying playoffs are bust. You guys obviously did that. How do you make sure, what do you remind yourself to not make the moment too big as you're entering into this?
I don't think the moment's too big, not only for me, for anybody. We've been talking about it since before the season, so, you don't talk about something that you're scared of doing. So I think everybody's just excited and ready to go.
Has anybody reached out to give any advice leading into the first series?
No, not yet. Not yet. I think all my OGs is probably letting me be right now, give me my space, which I appreciate. But I haven't received advice.
Did you watch the 2 play-in games last night? second half you did you see that urgency that all four teams played with, and was it any different?
I watched the games. Thought they was both good basketball, but honestly speaking, it didn't seem too much different than the couple last games we played just in terms of intensity. I think the intensity's been like that for the last, I'd say, week and a half, 2 weeks of the season. So, like I said, you can't get in your head too much about, this is the playoffs, this is like some big, bad, scary situation. Like, it's basketball. Like I said, we played this team 6 times this year. So, you can't, if you go into it with that mindset of the moment, focusing more on the moment than the actual task, you're setting yourself up for failure.